Hello, this is your professor, Dr. Eric Mortensen, and today I want to talk about how to read closely and critically. The objectives are as follows. First, I want to talk about close reading and identify the best practices for performing a close reading. Secondly, define critical reading and identify the best practices for performing a critical reading. And three, analyze model text using best practices. Okay, basically close reading just means reading really closely, means using the details from a source to identify and summarize the text meaning. So when you're doing this, you're reading closely, you're looking for meaning, you're trying to understand the information, and this isn't really subjective, right? I mean, to a certain extent, any reading is, but you should be getting the same information as somebody else. Before you start the reading, you need to sort of preview or pre-read, and that's basically getting the context for the text. So, for instance, what's the title, right? What are the key words? What's going on in the what do you think is going to happen in the text based on the title? This is why I've been telling people in my responses to start put titles on your own papers, because that gives the reader a sense of where the text is going. What genre is it? What writing category is it? It's probably these are all going to be kind of academic articles or something, but still, you might want to know: is this a magazine article? Is it a newspaper article? General publication? Is it a specific niche kind of journal? Is it an online source? Is it a book? Is it a journal article? That kind of thing. It does make a difference. Obviously, try to figure out the thesis statement, right? What is the position of the paper, and the source? This matters, right? Who produced this? Okay, so take a minute to read the information closely and practice what we talked about. You can pause it if necessary. Here's the annotated version. Okay, after you have a sense for what the text is about, you want to be more thorough, right? So this is the thing about close reading, is that you're gonna have to kind of be focused, and it might require getting a dictionary. If words you don't know a particular word and you can't figure it out from the context, you need to look it up. Look up allusions, references, names you don't know about. Maybe keep a running list of new vocabulary. This will improve your own vocabulary and help with your own writing. Highlight or mark interesting or confusing passages, and personalize your highlighting system. Again, you're going to be using these sources probably for your paper, so it's going to save time. Save time if you can kind of highlight things that you think might be of importance later. You can't always predict what you're going to write about, but at least you have some kind of sense of what you might want to use later, what you might want to quote later. It also kind of helps you engage the text. Okay, here's a practice. Take a look. And here are the markups to help you focus your reading. This will be a close reading. Right, critical reading means discussing a source by giving your analysis of its meaning. So when you're reading critically, when you're reading closely, you should be sort of in a kind of active dialogue with the text. You can't be a passive consumer. You're gonna have to kind of question and push and ask the kind of why questions that'll help you, kind of deepen your reading. It also means rereading. Oftentimes it means rereading. So, you're reading something once, you have an idea of what's going on, you've highlighted it, okay, but maybe there's some confusing passages, maybe there's some words you don't know, maybe there's some things you're still kind of not sure about, and rereading it will help. And even if you think you know it, oftentimes rereading it will bring out something that you didn't see the first time. So again, allow yourself the time, to be able to kind of read effectively. Otherwise, if you're rushing, if you're reading at the last minute, you obviously can't. It's harder to reread and read closely. Okay, here's a practice paragraph for you. You can pause it if necessary. And here it is marked up. Another practice. And here it is marked up. All right, here are the references to the PowerPoint. And if you have any questions, please let me know. Good luck.